us to this live tapping session where we tap on stress, anxiety, frustration, sadness, anger, and any other negative emotions we are all experiencing. It's week 7 of the lockdown here in the UK. It's been a long time, and it's safe to say that it's getting to all of us in one way or another. The fear, the uncertainty, all this is weighing us down and causing us a lot of stress. Hence we are getting together to these daily tapping sessions every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. BST for around 20 minutes to tap together. And yes, indeed, we are live. So welcome everybody to another day on planet Earth. It's Thursday, the 7th of May. Welcome to another EFT, emotional freedom technique or tapping session where we get together to tap on stress, anxiety, and any other negative emotion, emotional pain or physical pain which is weighing us down. It's week 7 of the lockdown here in the UK. And it's safe to say that it's been tough. We are close to the end now, where the government will start introducing from next week onwards some measures to get us back to a new normality. But the stress and anxiety are still peaking amongst us. Hence, these daily tapping sessions are incredibly important. My name is Sonia Kirschner. For those of you who are new and joining us, my name is Sonia Kirschner. I'm the founder of A-Power Coaching, Training and Mind Freedom. I'm a life coach, a leadership coach. I'm a mindset expert. And I'm on the mission and have been since the beginning of this horrific situation to keep us all mentally and spiritually safe. And I'm doing this through spreading the word on tapping, emotional freedom technique. Because through tapping, we can all find relief really fast. We can find relief really quickly. Let me just adjust the setting here. Right, great. So yes, we can find relief really quickly, and we do it through tapping. So what is tapping for those of you new and joining us? Very quickly, tapping brings together two worlds. It brings together the world of the ancient Chinese acupressure, where we tap with our fingertip on certain meridian points on our body to release any negative emotions or physical pain. And the meridian points in our body are the endpoints of our meridian network, and the meridian network being the energy network on our systems within our bodies. So research has shown over and over again that if we have emotional pain or physical pain, the energy network, the meridian lines within our body experience blockages. Through us tapping on the meridian points, the end points of the meridian networks, helps to experience relief. Now, bringing in together the second world, the world of the modern psychology, it's all about acknowledging what is going on for us by tapping and acknowledging with our own words or thoughts, but the best thing is really to speak it out loud, the emotional pain or physical pain we are experiencing. It's not about dwelling on negativity, it's about acknowledging what is going on for us, because let's face it, none of us like the idea of thinking about what is going on when we don't feel great. We've been trained by society just to get on with things, to keep on working, to distract ourselves and to push through. It's not our natural inclination to pause and to say, hey, I'm going to take a moment to acknowledge what is going on with me. But the fact alone that we do for a moment, coupled with the tapping, offers us tremendous relief. And many studies have shown that through tapping, we can reduce stress, anxiety, and any other emotional or physical pain we're experiencing by 40% and more. So really dramatically within the matter of minutes. And that's exactly what we are going to do right now together. So in a moment, I will be introducing you to the meridian points. For those of you who are new and joining us, we will be touching our face. So obviously hygiene is of utmost importance. Make sure that your hands are clean. So why is tapping so important right now? Well, you see, all of us are observing what is going on. We're always observing what is going on. We're facing reality, right? But the sheer observing of what is going on around us on the news in the world is giving us the perception of us being in danger. The danger because we are uncertain of what's going to happen. We have a lack of control. We are fearful. So all these symptoms are signals of danger. So in us being in danger, we are sending unconsciously signals to our brain, especially to part of our brain called the amygdala, the fight or flight center in our brain. We're sending it signals to say, hey, I'm in danger, to which the amygdala responds by sending or injecting into our system cortisol, it's a big stress hormone, or adrenaline, or endorphins, and other chemicals into our systems to get us ready for the fight or flight. Now, you have to remember that our brain is a 2 million year old brain, and its primary function is really to protect us, to keep us safe. So if you think of us way back when we were chased by lion and tigers, the moment we spotted the lion or tiger, we sent danger signals to our brain, and the amygdala picked it up. The amygdala responded, the adrenaline, the cortisol, the endorphins kicked in, and our heart rate increased. Our body started pumping more blood. Our heart started pumping more blood for our body. Our breath speed increased. We started to get oxygenized more and more, really getting ready for the fight or flight. We started sweating more as a reaction to what was happening. All of this happened for us to be able to run really fast, to fight really hard, or to just escape the situation as best as we can. Now, fast forward to today, and especially now in the day and age of this pandemic, we observe what is going on around us, and all this is causing us fear to some degree. And fear and the lack of control and insecurity about what's going to happen is causing us stress, and we are sending danger signals to our brain, and our bodies are responding in a similar way to physical danger. It may not be as obvious, the symptoms may be weaker, so we may not feel out of breath all the time, but rest assured that we are, and the more we expose ourselves to observing the reality that is freaking us out and that is really making us fearful and anxious and stressed out, we're sending signals to our brain, to which our brain responds and makes our body work hard. Now, have you caught yourself at the end of the day, or maybe these days, even during the day, that you just feel so tired? And even though we are not going physically anywhere, even though we are stuck at home most of the time, you just feel so drained and tired. Now, that is the reason why, because unconsciously, it's almost like we are running a marathon in the background. And that is the reason why we need to do something about it. As you can imagine, functioning in this way is not good for our health. It's not good for our mental and spiritual well-being. It has a negative impact on our sleep. It has a negative impact. It lowers our immune system in a time where we really need to make sure that we boost it. So EFT tapping allows us to slow right down and to give us and our bodies the time and permission to restore itself, to give our immune system the permission and the time to boost itself. The moment we take a break and we say, actually, in this moment right now, even though I cannot control what is happening outside of me, but I can control how I feel, the moment we do this, we take our power back, and our bodies and our mental and spiritual well-being responds to it in a great way. And that is exactly the purpose of these tapping sessions. So if you know of somebody who suffers emotionally or physically, especially now in week 7, we are so far into from social isolation, that alone causes a lot of people stress. And if you want to invite them to this session or to the other daily sessions every Monday to Friday, where we get together to tap on stress and anxiety relief, then hit the share button, share it with your network so that more people join. Because the more of us join on a mass conscious level, we are amplifying the benefits for all of us, even though we are tapping together virtually. Great. So now let's get ready. Let me introduce you quickly to the tapping points. For those of you who are new, need to know what they are. So we are starting to tap on the side of our hand right here, also known as the karate chop point, and we're tapping 7+ times, quite firmly. Then the next point is the beginning of our eyebrows right here. Then the side of our eyes right here, and whether you tap on one side or the other or on both is really up to you. The meridian lines around on both sides of our body, so you are covered even if you chose to tap only on the one side. Then underneath the eyes right here, then underneath the nose right here. Remember that we will be tapping more than 7 times on each meridian point. Then chin, but it's not quite the chin, it's this crack below the lip right here. Then the collarbone around 4 inches below the actual collarbone, followed by the armpit, but around 4 inches below the armpit for women, where the brow line sits as a guide. And we'll be closing off the tapping cycle by tapping on top of our head right here. It does look a little bit funny, but it's very effective, so just go with it and trust the process. And this closes the tapping cycle off. So, and now it's all about slowing down and recognizing for us what is going on for us individually. Rest assured that I will be guiding the process, so all you have to do is relax and to repeat after me. But I really want to give you also the time to acknowledge in your own word what specifically is going on for you, because we're all different. We all have our own individual emotional pain symptoms and physical pain symptoms as well. So let's just take a deep breath in together through our nose. And breathe out through our mouth. And as you do, just tune in with yourself and notice what you notice. And notice what is going on for you. And recognize what the predominant negative emotion is for you. And it may well be fear, anxiety, stress, or perhaps an overwhelming feeling of sadness. So what is the predominant negative emotion, the emotional pain? Or perhaps you have developed indeed a physical pain too. Perhaps you have a neck ache or a shoulder ache where it feels like the entire weight of the world is sitting on your shoulders. So what is it, and where in your body does that emotional or physical pain live? Be as specific in your description as you can. And on a scale of intensity between 1 and 10, where 1 is the lowest and 10 is the highest, what number would you give it? And you bring it up right now, I would expect the number to be around 5 or above. So what number would you give your emotional or physical pain? Write it down or remember it. It's important. We'll come back to this after the session. So I'm kickstarting the process. Just repeat after me. I will be also giving you 2 rounds to acknowledge in your own words the negative emotion you have just identified, the physical pain you have just identified, so that you can acknowledge it for yourself in your own words, because that is where the magic happens. If we address with our own words specifically what is going on for us, we experience relief so much more faster. But for now, let's start together and let me guide you through the process. We're starting to tap on the side of our hand right here on the karate chop point with the setup statement. So just repeat after me. Even though I feel all this stress, all this fear, all this anxiety, I'm choosing to relax. And once again, even though I feel all this stress, all this anxiety, all this fear, I choose to relax right now. And one more time, even though I feel all this stress, all this anxiety and fear, I choose to relax right now. all this stress, all this fear, all this anxiety, all this frustration and anger, all this sadness, all this emotional pain has been weighing me down so much. All this emotional pain, it's taking its toll on me. I feel so tired. I feel so out of control. All these negative emotions. Are weighing me down so much. All this negativity is causing me so much emotional and physical pain. It feels like a big cloud is hanging over me, blocking away the sunshine. I feel drained. I am afraid. And now, as we continue together, I want you to use your own words to describe your emotional pain, your physical pain in your own words. Be specific. Where do those feelings, that emotional pain, that physical pain, where do they live and how do they feel? As we tap together, you choose your own words. 2 rounds. Beginning of the eyebrows. Side of the eye. Underneath the eye. Underneath the nose. Chin. Collarbone. Underneath the armpit. Top of the head. You're doing really well. Let's do another round together. And keep breathing deeply. Breathe through the negative emotion. Breathe through the physical pain. Keep breathing deeply as you tap and acknowledge what is going on for you. Beginning of the eyebrows. Side of the eye. Underneath the eye. Underneath the nose. Chin. Collarbone. Underneath the armpit. Top of the head. Well done. And now we continue together, so again, just repeat after me. Even though I feel all this emotional pain, all this physical pain, right now I'm choosing to let it all go. Everything that has been weighing me down, right now, I let it go. I've forgiven myself for having been so hard on myself. I've been doing the best that I can. Right now, I choose all the negative thoughts, all the emotional pain, all the physical pain go. And I'm opening myself up to peace, calmness, and ease. I can feel how ease and peace and calmness are flowing to me and through me. I can feel how peace and ease are penetrating every cell of my body. Right now I'm giving myself the permission to relax. Right now I'm giving my body a chance to recover itself. Right now, all is well. In this very moment, I am well. I'm breathing in all the light that I deserve. And I'm breathing out all the darkness that I don't need. I'm opening myself up to a new perspective. Right now I'm pressing the reset button. In this very moment, all is well. In this very moment, I am well. It feels as though I can finally breathe. I feel good. I'm choosing peace over fear, and I feel good. And I'm taking this feeling of well-being with me into the day. Right now, all is well. Right now, I am well. And so it is. And as we gently stop tapping together, I want you to take in a deep breath through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And as you do, just notice what has changed. Those negative emotions, that emotional pain, that physical pain you have experienced and described at the beginning of the session. How has it changed? The number of intensity, by how much has it gone down? I would love to hear from you in the comments below about the relief you have just experienced. Well done for taking the time to join us this morning. Well done for taking the time to take your power back and to acknowledge what is going on for you and to experience relief. Now you've experienced relief for yourself. You've experienced how quickly we can take back our power. I encourage you to share this invitation to join us at these daily tapping sessions, or to even catch up on this session with your network. You see, all of us are struggling emotionally and physically to some degree as well. And we can all do with a little boost with experiencing relief. So please do share this invitation, share this video to catch up upon with your network, so that we can spread the message together, so that people can feel relief. And that is really my mission. And thank you for joining me on the journey. Thanks for joining this session. Thanks for taking the time. You've got the tool in your hands now, and you can obviously use it. Remember to tap in the day, but also remember to join us, because when we tap together, we amplify the relief we all experience on a mass conscious level for all of us, even though it's just virtual tapping. So thanks for joining. Keep tapping, and hey, we're another day closer to the end of the lockdown, and we're really, really close to it. So keep it up. Keep tapping, and I see you all tomorrow. Despite the bank holiday, it's a Friday, so we'll be tapping. Thanks again for joining. Have a great day. Bye for now.